What's up everyone? Welcome to ICNX4, our newest giveaway, this 2022 Chevy Duramax High Country that we completely tore apart head to toe that we're gonna give away to one of you along with $20,000 in cash. Now this is gonna be a little bit more in-depth overview video so we can show you guys everything that we've done to this truck. So let's get started. So as you guys probably know, maybe you don't, but I'll go over it here, is these trucks come with a lot of chrome up front. So one of the first things that we did was take it to our friends at Supreme Auto Aesthetics, and they got rid of all the chrome here in the grille, bumper, things like that, and paint matched them gloss black. So it really completes that murdered out look. Another one of the things that they did was completely tore apart these headlights, opened them up, sanded, smoothed, and painted them all gloss black because they come chrome and they come with orange reflectors. So you don't have any more of that amber orange reflector. You actually have this paint match reflector, and we actually did our signature in here, is this ICNX logo. Looks really good. That's one thing that we like to do on a lot of our trucks, just give it that little iconic touch. So our logo in the headlights. And then moving on over here, as you can kind of see, same thing, we took the chrome letters, had them smoothed and painted gloss black to match. And then same thing here with the mirrors. These were actually a textured black plastic. So they were professionally smoothed and painted by our friends here at Supreme Auto Aesthetics. Painted gloss black with that flake in it to perfectly match. They took those ugly amber reflectors and they actually paint matched those and put switchbacks in them. So you're not gonna see that orange anymore, you're gonna see that white, which is great. So again, it kind of completes that look of being murdered out. Doesn't look unfinished, doesn't look out of place. Everything looks perfectly, what's the word I'm looking for, Norb? Everything's in harmony. We'll go with that. Everything's in harmony. Everything looks great because all that black plastic is gone. Another thing here too was this window trim was actually chrome. So we had that done in a satin black, just to kind of switch it up a little bit, give it a little bit of contrast. Same thing with the door handles. And then moving back over here to the front, as I kind of said before, so all these accent bars were chrome. The letter, or not the letter, but the logo was, I believe it was chrome or yellow. I think it's usually yellow on the Chevys, but those were painted black to match. The chrome was painted black to match. Everything down here. We did opt to leave the chrome tow hooks just to give it, again, that little bit of contrast. But that's about the only thing left chrome on this truck. And then moving back on over here to the suspension, we have a beautiful, massive 12-inch FTS lift kit with dual reservoir shocks, black and chrome. Again, to give it that little bit of pop, not plop, but a little bit of pop. So again, not everything is murdered out or all blacked out. We wanted that little bit of change, so it gives it that pop again. I keep using that word pop, but it needs that in order to really complete that look. So got the 12-inch FTS. All of it was powder coated gloss black. Again, our goal with this truck was to give you a murdered out truck with little hints here and there of some other subtle changes. You can check that out underneath here. That all gloss black FTS lift. This thing is massive in person. Pictures and videos don't really do it justice. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but this thing is huge. As you can see, I fit under the mirror with ease. But, so moving on, we have these thick old tires that we got from our friends at VersaTire. These are the VersaTire MXT 39 by 1550 R26. And then they are paired up with 26 by 14 TIS wheels, all gloss black, as well as we got some spike plugs here as well. Just those subtle things that make the truck really pop. And then moving on to the rear back here, again, we got those dual resis from FTS, chrome. We got, what else we got? Oh, I forgot to mention, we have 12 bright white rock lights. They're not on right now, but they completely light up that suspension. Looks awesome when you're going down the road. It looks like a spaceship. It's badass. It looks so good. Moving on to the rear, I guess I can turn the truck off so we can see those tail lights. Cut!
A few minutes later.
And we're back. Moving on to the rear of the truck. We got these taillights that were also torn apart by Supreme Auto Aesthetics and then put back together with this beautiful smoked look. But the nice thing is during the day and at night, you can actually see the red in them perfectly fine, which is not super common with smoked taillights. A lot of times you don't see that light, but looks good. And not only that, it completes that awesome blacked out look that we went with the rest of the truck. So, another few things. On our past trucks, we've painted this step, but we opted not to on this truck because some people like to step on their bumper, and especially with GMs, you have this bumper step. So we actually wanted you to be able to use it and not worry about cracking the paint or anything like that. So opted not to paint this, but it's okay. Truck's black, still looks great. And then, what else do we have? We have the tailgate that drops with the key. If I double click that, pretty cool. I don't know what that is back there. It looks like a banana peel. No, that's a rag. But cool thing about GMs that you don't see on other trucks is you can actually close the tailgate with a push of the button. And then again, back here we have the gloss black High Country emblems, just like the rest of the truck. So, as you guys obviously know by now, this truck is black. And what's the one thing about black trucks that people complain about is they're hard to keep clean. So, we opted to have this truck fully ceramic coated. Everything on the truck is ceramic coated. And for those of you that don't know, what that means is it's gonna be a lot easier to clean. Water is gonna bead off of this. So you're not gonna have to worry too much about streaks, swirls, things like that. This thing is gonna be a breeze to keep clean. So, pretty cool, makes it easier for whoever wins this truck to keep this thing looking beautiful. And then over here, this, in my opinion, is a huge necessity. We do it on all of our trucks, but we have, well, I gotta unlock it first, so bear with me. We have unlock. Got your amp power running boards that make getting in and out of this truck a breeze because, as you know, this truck is on a 12-inch lift. So want to make it easier getting in and out, whether you're small like me or tall, not gonna have a problem getting in. So super nice. Let's see. So you can get another shot of that there. We were talking about the clear reflectors, or switchbacks rather, but they are still actually amber. So if you have your turn signals on, stuff like that, it is gonna go back to amber. Let's get a shot of how thick this truck looks. Those 26 by 14s and 39 by 1550s look fantastic. They give it that perfect stance. For a truck this tall, needs to have some stance in order to look proportionate. So I think that the lift, wheels, tires, everything really accentuates or accent. Dude, I just can't words today. English is hard. But everything goes together really well in this truck, in my opinion. I think that this is one of my favorite trucks that we've done so far. I'm not the biggest GM fan, but I would 100% drive this truck every day. It is daily drivable. It rides like a cloud with that 12-inch FTS and those double resis. These 39s ride fantastic. So another couple things I'll go over once we get inside the truck is we got cameras here. We have the 360 cameras. We have the front parking sensors. And those were all torn apart and painted professionally because they come with that textured black look, but we spared no cost. We went all out and had everything done the right way on this truck. So let's go move on to the interior now. All right, so now that we're on the inside of ICNX4, this 2022 Chevy High Country Duramax, the first thing that we're gonna go over is that this truck comes with this $20,000 in cash. And that's gonna be so you can pay taxes on the truck. You'll have a little bit of money left over if you wanna do some stuff to the truck. We pretty much covered everything, but if there's anything else that you wanna do, got a little cash to play with. So one of my very favorite things that we have done in this truck, or rather our friends at Supreme Auto Aesthetics did in this truck, is they actually pulled this headliner out and they put a 1,500 piece Starlight headliner kit in this thing. So if you guys don't know how that works, what they do is they pull the headliner and they poke actually 1,500 individual holes and run fiber optic wiring through. And so every single one of these was individually placed. And you can actually see here in this video that the colors change. So the way it works is with a little Bluetooth app, you can change the colors of the Starlights. You can do a solid color, you can do multicolor, you can do flashing, things like that. But one thing that's a little bit different about the Starlight headliner is it actually has our logo in the back here. And right now it's set to kind of a turquoise and purple, which look pretty cool. But you can actually change it to solid colors, and you have an array of different options that you can change it to. Now, some of the other features of this truck are, you have your high country leather, super comfortable. These newer trucks are just, Chevy outdid themselves with these. They're super comfortable. I'm not the biggest guy again, but you bigger guys can fit in here comfortably. You have steering wheel that's, I don't know if that's leather or if that's pleather, whatever it is nice and cool. And it also has a heated steering wheel, and you have other options like your heated seats, your vented seats, things like that. And then you have your lane assist. You have your parking sensors, exhaust brake. You can drop the tailgate here. Obviously your flashers, traction control. This is going to be the power to your outlet. And then one thing that's cool that other trucks do not have, but GM does, is you can actually roll down all the windows with the press of one button. So really like that feature. It's nice if you like to drive with your windows down, things like that. And then moving on, we have our display. So we have CarPlay, we have a bunch of different apps that you can choose. Right now my phone's not hooked up, but you can go through, you have Wi-Fi hotspot, you have your different users, your settings, there's CarPlay, you have your cameras. So you can see all around you, you can go through your different views right now. Here's your 360 view, rear view, or that's your front view actually. But we can go around to the different ones, see what those are like. You have a kind of top view of the tires here. You have, what does this guy do? I think that needs to be hooked up if you have a trailer, so that's like a trailer view camera. So more an auxiliary camera. We have our side view cameras facing backwards. Turn my phone off so it's not buzzing. We have surround view camera. This is really cool. Honestly, I couldn't tell you how this works. It's some voodoo magic or something, I don't know. But you can see all around the truck. You can see our friends walking around out here. Well, you could have, but Norb's not fast enough, so I'm just kidding, dude. You got your rear view, again, your 360 camera. Now let's go see some of the other features that this has. We'll go home. Oh, go there. Got navigation. Play around with that, set it up whenever you win this truck. We got trailering options. Let's see what's in here. So you can add a trailer profile, the length of your trailer, things like that. You can hook up a camera to the trailer so you can see behind it. Let's see. Yeah, all the different options for trailers. Pretty cool. Got your weather, your time, obviously. Your My Chevrolet app, Android Auto, OnStar services. You actually have Alexa in this truck, so you can voice command a lot of the options. And then Spotify is hooked up as well. If you don't use Apple Music, if you use Spotify, that kind of thing, you can set that up. What else do we have? We have all of your basic AC functions, things like that. You got the separate climate controls, so you can hit this side. If your passenger likes to be a little bit cooler or warmer than you do, you can adjust that, which is super nice. And again, you got the vented and heated seats on the passenger side as well. And then coming over here, you have your digital dash. You can go through, let's see, go through some of the options. Pretty cool stuff. And then up here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, so I can have Norb come through here and sit on my side in a minute, but this truck actually does have heads-up display. So you can see the lane keeping assist features on the windshield, projected on the windshield, as well as your speedometer, and it looks like you can see the speed limit too, the posted speed limit up there. I'll have to play around with it and adjust it so you guys can see it, and Norb can get over here and get some video of that. But you have other options over here as well. I'll kind of pop out so Norb can reach over here, but this truck is four-wheel drive, so you have all your four-wheel drive modes. You have your trailering assist, headlights, things like that. Dimming, you have a light that you can shine in the bed of the truck. One thing that I did forget to mention is this truck does have a spray-in bed liner. We'll get some shots of that as well. And then let's see if we can get some radio going so you guys can hear these Bose speakers that sound so freaking good. Let's see. FM radio.
Arizona Sports, the local
Sports.
Tree Tragic's Facebook.
Shift is open.
Find some music so you guys can hear us a little bit.
Sin estilista luzco fly. La Rosalía me dice que luzco guay. No te lo niego porque yo.
So yeah, this Bose audio system sounds phenomenal in these trucks. We also have some other things over here. You can set your driving profile based off of your keys. So whether you're using the first key, you can set the first driving option. So that basically, if you have someone who is smaller like myself, if you're driving, you can set that first key to where the truck will automatically adjust the seat, the mirrors, everything like that for you when you get in. And if you have someone who is maybe smaller than you or bigger than you, you can set the other key to the other driving profile and have it automatically adjust when they use that key to get in. And then of course we have the push to start, which is nice. What else do we have? We have other options. We have remote start on this truck. I went over it earlier, but you can drop the tailgate from the key as well. And again, you can drop it from here. A couple different options. So that's pretty much it for up front. Oh, actually, one more thing that we do have is we have this mirror that actually is a camera. So at night, it's beautifully lit up. It's got that screen, it's a camera, and you can see the difference here. If you don't want to use the camera, mirror, whatever you want to call it, you can flip to just the conventional mirror, and you can see it's a bit darker, but if you want to flip back to the camera, it gives you that insane view that is crystal clear. And then we do have the fully functioning sunroof. So even with all these little fiber optic wires, you can still use this sunroof perfectly. And then of course you got OnStar, got your SOS. You can open the back window here. You can vent, sunroof, everything like that. Okay, now that I think that's covered with the front, let's go move on to the back. Okay, we're back. So, again, just like all these newer trucks, you have a ton of room back here. So even if you're bigger, you know, if you're 6'2", 6'3", whatever you are, you're gonna have a ton of room back here. And these aren't gonna be up in the driver's seat or anything like that. And of course you have your rear vents. You got a USB-C, USB, and it looks like just a conventional phone charger outlet. Cup holders, of course, back here. Again, you got that comfy, nice black high country leather interior. And then another cool thing is right here, and Norb will show you over there as well, is these seats actually open up and you got storage back here. So whatever you want to put back there, whether you want to put tow straps or recovery gear or really anything you want back there, maybe you have some detailing products. We sell detailing products as well. So if you want to put some of our detailing products back here, they'll fit in there nicely. And then of course you have under seat storage. Got some stuff back here, obviously already. We got some tow straps, things like that. And then you got your headrest that fold down if you want a little bit better view. And you got your flip down here with some more cup holders. I could live back here, it's comfortable. I could take a nap right now, right here. It's so comfortable. Well, let's move on back out to the outside. There's a last few things that I want to go over with you guys before we end this video. I've had you guys for a bit of time now, so I'll go over the rest of it real quick and then we'll end this and you guys can go about your day. So, of course, with that blacked out look, it wouldn't be complete without some dark tint. So, we got the 5% ceramic tint on the sides. The nice thing about that ceramic tint is, for those of you that live in those hotter states like us, is that ceramic tint keeps the inside of that cab super cool. So if you want to remote start your truck, that thing will be cool in a few minutes. You're not gonna burn your hand on any steering wheel or seats or anything like that. And then I believe we got 35% ceramic tint on the windshield as well as a brow up there. So all in all, this truck is a murdered out beast. Head to toe, top to bottom, front to back, everything murdered out and done very tastefully. I want to know in the comments what you guys think of ICNX4, our newest giveaway. But for now, I'm going to wrap this up. So let me know what you guys think. This is our newest giveaway, the Chevy 2500 Duramax 2022 High Country. That could be yours along with the $20,000 in cash. So if you like what you see, go get yourself entered because this truck right here could be yours.